Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode 8 of season 3 here at Inter Milan. We are out the January transfer window now with our 2 new signings as per yesterday's episode. And we are, well, considerably clear of Juventus and could maintain a 7-point lead if we get a win in this first game against Fiorentina. The 3 games we're going to play today are Wolfsburg, Juventus themselves and AC Milan. And we'll be silling Fiorentina, Genoa, Lazio and Perugia. So it's a very busy month, but hopefully one that we can come away with a number of decent results from. So I'll start my strongest side away from home here against Fiorentina. They're in decent form, unbeaten in at least 3 there with 1 win and 2 draws. We're going to have to keep an eye on Juventus' results throughout the episode because, of course, regardless of what happens between ourselves and them on the second play game of the episode, it's such a busy month that it could sway 5 or 6 points either way throughout the course of the month. So we're going to have to make sure that we hopefully get as many positive results as we can. And Memphis Depay scoring a 79th minute winner there will go down an absolute treat. Hopefully Trent Alexander-Arnold isn't out for long, and he's out for 2 months. So it's just as well we made a new right back signing then, isn't it, in the previous window, with Atal joining, who's actually grown since he joined us. Now up to 81 rated. Frustrating to lose Trent, but at least it's only 2 months and not 7. He will be back before the end of the season. Genoa at home should be, especially considering the form they're in, should theoretically be pretty straightforward victory, I'd like to think. Nangolan getting himself booked early doors, but then Dalbert, the left back, gives us a 1-0 lead, and hopefully we should be able to build on that and keep a decent advantage. Jovic with a second. Atal then getting booked. Don't get yourself sent off, Atal. I really need you in the first team as well. Jovic adds a second and our third, and with 15 to go, it's going to be a straightforward victory. Pepe adds a 4th just to add the cherry on top of the cake that was a rather solid victory on top of a decent performance, presumably. Right, Wolfsburg in the Champions League, leg number 1. Certainly should be getting ourselves through this particular round of the Champions League. I want to challenge on all fronts, and I'm going to try my absolute best to win the treble this year. So we'll have to wait and see if we're able to do that. I'm fairly confident that we can, especially now that we've gotten a decent lead in the Champions League, in the Serie A table. Let's have a quick look at their starting lineup. Ocampos on the left, that'll be Quincy Promes. Januzaj on the right and Simeone up top. They've got Jamie Vardy, 34-year-old Jamie Vardy. That will be Simeone that stays there. Maximilian Arnold, that makes sense. Camacho and Sarabia, that will make sense to me. Roussillon at left back, that's fine. Vasalco at right back, formerly of us, although only on loan, of course. Uduakai, sorry. Yeah, that makes sense. And then Martinez as well. Castiles is going to be the obvious goalkeeper choice. Right, well, they're at full strength. We're nearly at full strength, just missing Trent Alexander-Arnold, but we should still be able to get a decent result here. Camacho, cross it to Arnold, here's Sarabia. Maximilian Arnold again. Oh, picked off nicely by Tellez. We'll try and build. Rabiot forward to Bruno Fernandes. Memphis is on his run. It's a poor pass, really poor pass. Should have been much better there. We haven't yet had a clear-cut chance on goal. I've had a couple of shots blocked at source that probably won't show you in the highlights. It's not really worth seeing, but the opening 25 minutes or so here has been pretty frustrating so far. Roussillon around the corner there to Maximilian Arnold, and Sarabia to Promes, but Atal gets a foot in. Struggling to get rid of this, but Skriniar's trying his hardest, getting drawn out of defensive positions, and Lafont holds onto the ball rather comfortably there. It's the first time that either keeper really has been even remotely tested, so that tells you everything you need to know about the opening half hour, considering the quality of that effort. De Jong will turn here though, find Bruno Fernandes, will help it on its way, and just as I'm saying that no keeper's been tested and that we've barely had any chances, that's 1-0 Inter. Only just managed to find that top corner though. I wasn't sure whether the keeper was actually going to get something on that and keep it out. So nice first time pass by Bruno Fernandes, but back through the gap. Heavy touch, and thought the keeper was going to get there, but off the upright. and into the back of the net from Lautaro Martinez. You can see the angle he's got to work with, and, well, couldn't have done much better, could he? Bruno Fernandes out there to Nicola Pepe. Tal inside to Rabiot, and there's Frenkie de Jong. The away goals will certainly come in handy, but I have a sneaky suspicion we won't necessarily have to rely on the away goals rule to get past Wolfsburg. We should most certainly be able to do this just purely on aggregate scoreline. Oh, it's good football from them though, and Adnan Januzaj is in behind here. He's got a couple of options. 3 more arriving from midfield, but Lafont will come and claim that comfortably. Bowl it out quickly, and maybe a counter-attack. No, Adnan Januzaj going from offensive threat to defensive prowess, and Roussillon can cross from the other side this time, and Januzaj is the man attacking at the back post. He's everywhere on the pitch right now, the Belgian. Roussillon backing in, getting the cross in, and again Telles denies former Manchester United man at the back post. Memphis will just spin here, that was nicely done. Give that to Frenkie. Nicola Pepe's making moves. Bruno Fernandes is there short, and again we could look for Lautaro. Just need to time this pass right. Actually, I'm going to go the other way. Frenkie de Jong. Oh, just slightly overhit. Looks like it's going to be, unless we win this header and create something else. No, Rabiot destroyed. So it's going to be 1-0 to Inter Milan at half-time. Tal. Cross there to Frenkie de Jong. Rabiot, Depay, Lautaro Martinez. Oh, good save by Casteels. Frenkie de Jong was asking, I was about to say, maybe I should have played the extra pass. He turned around and was like, why didn't you play me in? He would just have been onside, I think. Went for the first time effort, not quite able to find the back of the net. Can he get himself assist though? No, Alex Telles will pick that up. He's not going to be able to shoot properly from there. Neither is Memphis there because the defenders cleared it away. Rabiot just helped that on. Nicely done. Nicola Pepe will find Memphis. Frenkie's arriving. We'll use him this time. Frenkie de Jong will turn. We'll look to bend it. Kuhn Casteels on form yet again. Only the 1 goal conceded by him so far. And he seems determined to keep the away goal tally to an absolute minimum. Transfer confirmed for Romelu Lukaku. Not sure where he's gone. Trying to wait to listen to commentary, but they've not said anything. So Lukaku's gone somewhere. Just not entirely too sure where at the moment. That should be a corner. No, it's a goal kick. Gerhardt forward to Simeone. Out there to Januzaj. Gerhardt to Adnan Januzaj again. Oh, and it's... The weight of the pass was sheer perfection to find Simeone ahead of the defender. I just couldn't get to it in time. And then the keeper came out. Could he have committed more there? It looks like he ran out towards it, stopped, waited for the shot to come in, and then gets nutmegged. If he'd have gone down to smother that, pretty sure he would have kept that out. Wolfsburg aren't as out of this tie as I'd hoped they would be. 20 minutes played, it's 1-1. Nice ball over the top. Januzaj nods that down. I'll have it though, thank you. Samuel Umtiti does get to the ball this time around. Bruno Fernandes forward looking for Lautaro. Nicola Pepe in behind. This has been so dangerous for so many teams so far this season. Need to find a teammate and can't. Inigo Martinez clears it away. That would have been the chance, or was the chance, to get a 2-1 away leg lead and take it back to San Siro with a seemingly easy task. As it happens, it's not going to be an easy task because it's only going to be 1-1 in this first leg. Keep a clean sheet in leg number 2 and we're through. That's all we need to do, but it's not going to be easy. Wolfsburg were better there than I thought they were going to be. Although, as you can tell from the stats, we did certainly have enough chances to win it. Perhaps I needed to be, well, certainly, I needed to be more clinical in front of goal. Napoli beat PSG by 2-1, so it's Italy 1, France 0 over there. But it's currently Portugal 1, Italy 1 in our tie. And up next for us is Juventus. And this is going to be absolutely massive. Oh, this could decide the title in February. If we win this, we're currently 7 points clear after 23 games. We could go 10 points clear of Juventus. Although, in hindsight, last year, Juventus were 10 points clear of us around about this stage. And it still went all the way to the last couple of games of the season. So I'm not going to take anything for granted, but victory here in this home game against Juve really will put us in the most fantastic position to ensure that we win the league title this year. Koke for Douglas Costa. Pjanic is back in the starting lineup now. Bentancur. Hummels is back in the starting lineup too. Okay, they're at full strength here. This is going to be... Could I put Koke in midfield? No, Edinson Cavani. Yep. This is going to be really, really difficult. Pjanic. Forward to Paulo Dybala. Playing on the right wing here, Dybala. He's going to have the pace to get to that. Frenkie de Jong trying to close him down here, but should have read the turn onto the left foot really, but Umtiti gets to that first to clear it away. To be fair, Nicola Pepe has some space to run into here, and the pace to get into it. Lautaro. Oh, Memphis. This would be a dream start. At home against Juventus. Oh, it squeezed through. The deflection off the defender, meaning that the keeper was set, ready for this shot, but it ended up going through his legs, I think. Or did it go underneath his arm and his leg, like between his arm and his leg? I have to wait for the replay. I tried to do a low driven there, and it certainly came off the ground, I think. Oh, so unlucky. It was hit pretty much at the keeper, I think. And the deflection's taken it past him. It's come off his hand and into the bottom corner. Szczesny unlucky, but we'll take it. Memphis makes it into 1, Juve 0 after 9 minutes. We might be going 10 points clear. Dani Carvajal nicely into Cristiano Ronaldo. Early ball in and headed away by Atal. Win that Rabiot. He's done brilliantly. Right, Lautaro, make me a run I can use. Oh, he started, so I committed to playing it, and then he stopped. We've not got the fastest of centre-backs in Mats Hummels and Harry Maguire, so we should, hopefully, be able to make them show their lack of pace more readily. With some through balls to Lautaro Martinez. It's Rabiot, though, that's breaking free here. But it's a terrible pass from Frenkie de Jong. Really, really short. Pjanic to Dybala, back to Milan Pjanic again. They haven't once tried to come down their left-hand side through Douglas Costa. And to be honest, he's been the player in the games against Juventus that's always been the one to unlock my defence. So they are at some point going to have to switch their attentions to that left-hand side. Memphis has made a great run here, so we'll play him in. And he's still on free at the back post. I've got 3 in the middle, but they're all central. Looking for Pepe, and he only finds Hummels. Oh, that's not good enough. I needed someone to make an arcing run towards the back post there, and I could have picked them out quite comfortably. Unfortunately, no one had the attacking intelligence to be able to make that run. Here's Hakimi. Forward there to Ronaldo. To Douglas Costa. Into the middle. Hakimi with a header. And as soon as they start to go down the left, they have a chance on goal. Hopefully they don't pick up on that too readily. They won't continue to come down the left and have chances on goal. Memphis will turn inside. Dani Carvajal here, but heavy touch means that it's easily read by the Spaniard and picked off. It's going to be 1-0 at half-time, though, by the looks of things. And hopefully this time we can hold on to a 1-0 half-time lead. Bentancur. Cross there to Pjanic. Here's Dybala. Nice footwork to get in front of the man there and get it away from him. Bruno Fernandes will look to accelerate into this space. I've just seen the space for Nicola Pepe. It's a wonderful pass. He's taken it in his stride well. Try and cut back here. Look for a teammate. Frenkie de Jong. There's the second. Switching off at left back Hakimi, and it might well cost Juventus the title. There's still 14 games to go after this one. So there's plenty of opportunity for it to swing back the other way. But we're in great form. Juventus certainly are not, and getting a victory against them last time we played them in yesterday's episode and again today will go a long way to ensuring our second Serie A title in 3 seasons. I would very much like to concentrate more on cup football over the upcoming remainder of this final season as we push for the treble, and to get a 10-point lead at the top of the table would be absolutely brilliant in going towards ensuring that we can commit as much attention to the cups as I'd like to. Dani Carvajal down the right. Okay, he's done me there. I'll give him that. Pjanic inside to Bentancur. Turns well and finds Koke. That's a great touch. To be fair, Koke was brilliant against us in the last game against Juventus. Dybala's shot comfortably saved. Koke was actually very, very good, recalling that game that we played in the last episode, but he's only had the opportunity off the bench here to try and have that impact. Yesterday, it was from centre mid, whereas today he's out wide on the left, so I'm not sure if he's going to be able to be quite as influential We'll find out. Maybe he can tuck narrow. Douglas Costa did, to be fair, for the majority of the game, tuck in from that wide left-hand side. So, oh, Tellez, just attack the ball, mate. I've asked you to clear it, and you've just dilly-dallied and waited for Dybala to get past you. You know where he is. He's gone with his head there, and Dybala's just arrived. That's frustrating. Tellez should never have lost that encounter, but it is what it is. Juventus are back in it, and with 20 minutes left, we are going to have to make sure they don't get a second. This could be quite a nervy final end to this second game. Court into Ronaldo. Cross it to Emre Can. Whip it, does win this, please. Well up, Samuel and Titi's going to drop to Ronaldo. That had me worried. That had me very worried. Politano's come on as a substitute here now in the second half. Also brought, or I'm planning on bringing Jovic on at Cam as well. Can play at Cam. I'm going to keep Lautaro Martinez on and have Jovic sat just behind him to hopefully try and build something else. Szczesny probably could have caught that, not under much pressure at all. Dybala back defensively to help clear their lines. And now he's going to need to get forward on the right-hand side because Pjanic is going to play it out to him. And he's given that straight to Rabiot. Tired legs from Paulo Dybala there. And that might cost them now. I'll poke this to Lautaro Martinez and we might be in for one more goal. Do I take my time and try and ensure we hold on to the win? I will cross it with a towel. Politano's there with a header. And if he puts that anywhere else, it's 3-1 and game over. Free header for Politano. And Matteo unable to give us the 2-goal advantage back again. But look at the time. They're messing about with it at the back here, Juve, and the referee will blow the final whistle. 3 points. A 10-point lead at the top of the Serie A table. Is that the title in the bag already? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. We shall now go and play AC Milan and hope to at least maintain that 10-point lead. And you never know, Juve might be so rocked that they end up dropping yet more points themselves. AC Milan looking very, very strong indeed. New signing Kimpembe is in at centre-back for them alongside captain Romagnoli. Really strong central midfield with Rodri, Neves and Aouar. And then the front three are pretty decent too. Calhanoglu is probably the weak link of their forward three. But just because he's not fast doesn't mean he's not incredible technically. So we are still going to have to be wary of him. Not sure what to expect from this AC Milan side. Occasionally they absolutely crumble. Hopefully, this will be another one of those occasions.
A good clash here.
Lautaro with the throw. There's Nicola Pepe. Hummels? Bruno Fernandes. Oh, Rabiot not far away. I don't know where Hummels came from. He plays for Juventus. We just played against Mats Hummels. Baffled myself there. Decent effort from Rabiot. Just couldn't find the target, unfortunately. Was travelling at quite a pace. Gianluigi Donnarumma in goal for AC Milan here. 89 rated now. Really, really strong. And why we're talking about Fiorentina in commentary, I've absolutely no idea. Down the line there to Lautaro. Kimpembe's with me. I'll deal with that though. Knock back there for Memphis. And there's a bit of space here for Nicola Pepe. Oh, I tried to get some quick footwork away and it didn't work. And Cunha just opens it up for a corner despite Donnarumma sprinting at it to try and keep it in. Bruno Fernandes with the delivery. Pepe's up, as is Rodri. Really solid CDM Rodri, looking like he might well be going to Manchester City in real life, according to recent reports coming out of Spain. Atletico Madrid losing a number of players in this window in real life. Diego Godin's leaving to come to Inter. Luca Hernandez is on his way to Bayern Munich. It looks like Antoine Griezmann is going to be going to Barcelona. And also now Rodri heavily linked with a move to Manchester City, as potentially is Saul. Ridiculous how Atleti's first team, it's not like they're all fringe players, their first team is being picked apart. It's almost like what happened in the Achieve and Leave series, isn't it, to be completely honest? It's actually happening all over again in real life rather than virtual reality. Samu Castillejo down the right hand side here to Hakan Calhanoglu. That's a great cross, but a towel will head away. AC Milan trying to keep the pressure on though. Cunha to Ruben Neves. Back to Acuna. Number of players forward. If we can steal it off them, we won't be able to go on a counter-attack. Calhanoglu with a shot, saved well by Lafont. He'll drop to Castillejo. He'll find only the side netting. Calhanoglu with the corner for AC Milan. Decent delivery and Titi's up well. Aouar picks up the ball though. Ruben Neves, don't like the idea of him having some space on the edge of the box. You know what his right foot's like. Oh, what good delivery. Teles heads away. Really under some pressure here around the hour mark against AC Milan. Çalhanoğlu twisting one way then the other. Just sneak the ball back. It wouldn't have been changed player to Lautaro until the very last minute when the AC Milan player was guaranteed to be getting possession. I hate the way that it does that. Acuna, it's good footwork. He's fooled me, but he's not going to get a cross in. Not a clean one anyway. Another corner for AC Milan. Rodri going off. Also who they put on, it's Paqueta. Also 85 or 86 rated to be fair, and that's going to go wide. It's another corner though apparently. Okay, Çalhanoğlu to take another one. Please get rid and stay away from my goal. Paqueta with a header. Where's that going? Jeez. I can't cope with this. Their fifth corner. And it comes again. Please. Thank you, Pepe. Lautaro, get to that. Good first touch. How is that fair? Obstruction surely stopping him from getting to the ball there. Romagnoli, Neves, Florenzi, Lautaro ends up on the floor. Still AC Milan come forward. Still, we aren't able to stop them from scoring. Andre Silva. A mistake to do that. He had a man in so much space in the middle. Elected to go for the fancy. And in the end, has fluffed it. Tellers with a throw in a good position. We'll go back there to Depay. There's Frenkie de Jong. Bruno Fernandes. Tackled by Ruben Neves. They had everybody back there. And nobody pushed forward. They've taken off Andre Silva. Brought on Mario Götze as almost the false nine, I think. Surely can't be playing him as an out-and-out striker, I wouldn't have thought. Politano's come on for me. He'll find a towel here around the outside. And he's gotten away from the man that was with him. Really poor marking. And Memphis could get there with a header. Where's that going? It's wide for a corner. Florenzi did just enough. Samu Castillejo going off, and it was a bit blurry. I couldn't quite see who it was. Bruno Fernandes, it's Halilovic, Alan Halilovic, former Barcelona man that's coming on for AC Milan here. Alex Telles driving forward. I'm going to have to go central. I don't have any other option there. Frenkie de Jong, Atal, Politano. That's nicely done. Bruno Fernandes is there. First touch needed to be good and was average, but great touch and turn from Lautaro. Fires it straight at Donnarumma. Did superbly to hold off the defender behind him, but couldn't find the finish. Politano back there to Frenkie de Jong. Here's Rabiot. Memphis Depay with the effort blocked by Kimpembe. There have been so many corners in this game for either side. I can't quite believe that no goal has been scored from one yet. Keeper's going to come and punch that. It's not done well. And Titi down. Rabiot, get it on his left. Fire it towards goal and over the bar. Bruno back to Rabiot. This might be the very last opportunity for us to get a goal to go in front. I don't want to drop points immediately after extending the lead over Juventus. Rabiot just needed to topo that to Memphis. We might well have been in behind. Depay trying to get around the outside. Cross blocks by Florenzi, and that will be the final whistle. Disappointing draw at home against home/away against AC Milan. 8 shots, but only 1 on target. That's where we weren't good enough in that one. There's still a couple of games left, I think, at the end of the month, isn't there, to be simulated. So the league situation could yet change further. And Juventus are actually 11 points behind us now, but can close it to 8. They can close it to 8 if they get victory on match day 25. That's so frustrating. Really was hoping to get a victory over AC Milan there and extend the lead yet further. I mean, Juventus could still lose on match day 26, 25, and we could still end up with a decent lead. In fact, they've drawn, so the lead is still 10 points. Politano says, thank you for playing him. You're welcome. We've got Lazio away next. We'll sim with the stronger side. Lazio winning in Europe, but not doing too well in Serie A. So hopefully that's a sign of a victory for us. Wait and see. They're having an okay season though. They were sat there 5th, I think, before kickoff. So they're a decent team. You can see Milinkovic Savic still there. Eggestein was literally the next name I was going to read out, and he's got himself a goal and them a 1-0 lead. Thierry Immobile still up top as well, so strong in the attacking sense. Can we get an equaliser, please? Don't let me down. Thank you, Memphis. Oh, dearie me. A point against Lazio. And Juve, every time we gift them an opportunity to close the gap, they aren't able to take it. Juventus in some horrid form right now, drawing and losing left, right and centre. With Perugia away now, this should be a straightforward win. I don't care whether it's away from home or not. Perugia should not be up to the task of playing this Inter Milan side. There should be no question about it. It should be a dominant victory, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Juve are 1-0 up through Lars Bender against Blurb and make that 2-0 up through Lars Bender. Jovic scores after they get Monaco sent off. We might well still have our 10-point lead by the end of the month. With Wolfsburg on the horizon for the second leg of the Champions League. That will be game number 1 of the episode tomorrow. But for now, we shall stay 10 points clear at the top of Serie A. And I'm happy enough that that's the case. Next round of the Coppa Nazionale is in the next month as well. So we'll concentrate on Wolfsburg and then Napoli. And we'll wait and see when the next round of the Champions League is drawn. It's probably going to be here in April. So we need to make sure we beat Wolfsburg first. So we'll try and do that. We'll try and get a decent result against Napoli in the first leg of the Coppa Nazionale as well. The treble is still on.